Have you got a GoPro camera? And you stick it on your bike or your plane or your car? And you've got some magic footage. And now, what are you doing with it? What would you like to do with it? Perhaps you're a still photographer, loving your photography, and are thinking about getting into video.
Oh, it is, absolutely.
Kasinga is not a very nice place. The memories hang in the air, and as for me, I'm glad to see it behind us.
Perhaps you're a videographer and you're actually really good at it, but in the editing stage, it's a bit of a challenge.
The water is remarkably clean, so it's time to do some housekeeping and top up our jerry cans.
Many of my productions, which actually include 6 television series, have been shot and edited using pretty ordinary equipment. We haven't had huge budgets, so I believe I'm very well qualified in teaching people like you, the amateurs, with great ideas, great experiences, how to tell your story, because that's what it's about. It's about storytelling.
Early 2012, I gave myself a challenge. A challenge that right now I'm wondering if it was a good idea in the first place.
Imagine your grandfather and grandmother sits you down, they give you a box, a big box of photographs, all black and white pictures, and you start going through them all excited, and you turn some over and there's no name on the back. And now suddenly this person you're looking at is meaningless. You don't know who it is, you don't know if it's a relation, a friend, you don't know their story, and you don't know the story of the person that took the photograph. It's exactly the same with lots of video footage just grabbed, just taken, or thousands of photographs that might be in your photo library just sitting there. Wouldn't you like to leave a legacy? Wouldn't you like the box that you leave behind you give to your children or show to your friends, instead of just a box of meaningless pictures, a story? Our 2 interactive courses starts with shooting for storytelling. It means that when you get into your edit suite and start putting it together and actually telling the story, you have all the options you need. For example, I'm going to teach the 4-second rule. So the 4-second rule, 4 seconds, change, 4 seconds, change, 4 seconds, change, 4 seconds. This is a teaching method that I have found extremely successful, and what it does is it turns your average single shot into 3 or 4 usable options for the editor, because options is what it's all about in the edit suite. I'm going to teach you camera techniques, holding the camera, simple things like that, all the way to white balances, bit rates, different cameras, different kinds of cameras, and how they will help you tell your story. And we don't talk a lot about equipment, we talk more technique than equipment. Then the second half of the course is really about editing. See, editing is for so many people the most difficult part. the rain comes down. In November 2008, it's hard to believe, but this entire area was underwater. In fact, the balcony I'm sitting on now, the veranda, the stoep, was actually underwater by about 1 centimeter, so the house wasn't damaged, but this entire floodplain was underwater. Because it's putting it all together. I can guarantee you will leave this course with you will understand exactly what you need to do to tell your story. I only wish repairing the car was quite this easy.
Cheers guys, we've done it. To Land Rover. Two baboons.